Hello, my name is Susie, and I am Kim's friend. I met Judy at Kim's baby shower when she was pregnant with Vivian. I remember just that she was so lovely and kind and energetic and warm. And a piece of advice she told me that sticks with me to this day is don't fret about how tidy your apartment is all the time and how many dishes you did. Just think about the time you're spending with your kids, because that's what they'll remember, and you're being present, and you can't get that stuff back. Okay, we love you guys.
I just want to thank Judy for her contribution to our society by producing one of the best women I know. Kim, I love you and your girls, and her legacy will be upheld because of all that you do. Love you.
Hi. Hi Kim, hi everyone. A little under the weather, so you have to forgive me. Judy Johnson. That lady. I first met her, I think, in Brooklyn, actually. I think me and Kim went to the roving tea room and just had lots of drinks and lots of conversation, and she was able to kick around with us in a really easy and relaxed way, and I remember thinking, oh, she's cool. She's really, really cool. It kind of came at a time where I was struggling with my own relationship with my mom, and so it was really nice to see like a lady sit in her own space and know how to have a conversation and make jokes and like people watch and have a drink. Yeah, that was a good time, and that's kind of just always how I remember her. And then of course she's Kim's mama, so I'm always grateful for that. I love you, Kim. I'm here, and I don't really know where to go from this thought, so I'm just gonna sign off. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, my name is Melissa, and I want to share a memory that I have of Judy. I met Kim when we were in college. She was roommates with a very good friend of mine, and that's how I got to know her. And I remember when I was in my early 20s, so I graduated from college and was just starting my professional career, meeting Judy and talking to her about the work that she did or had done. And I was fresh out of college, starting my career in marketing, and that was what Judy had been doing. And I remember her talking about working on a shampoo brand or something of the sort. And I just thought it was so cool. She was always so inspiring in everything that she did. And I remember being this young kind of woman just getting a start in my career and having someone who worked in the field and being able to talk to her and hearing about her experience. And I will cherish that memory from kind of those early days long ago. So I wanted to share that. She was always an inspiration in everything that she did, the way she loved her family and everyone around her.
About a year and a half ago, I emailed Judy a random question during one of those late nights where I was up and thinking, and I asked her, Kim, about what she attributed the relationship and the strength of the connection that you two have. And she wrote back the most beautiful and poignant thing. Let me read you a little bit. I apologize for taking so long to reply, but I was thinking a lot about my relationship with Kim and how it evolved. As we know, relationships are tricky. I think two things are important, and that is to always remember that you are the parent and not the best friend while they're growing up. And the other is to have silly times together. And I want to reflect on that, because having silly times together is just what I see your family being able to do, to have big celebrations and silly, zany moments. And I think she taught me to appreciate those small, silly moments in ways that I'm very grateful for. From the photos that we always replicate with 2 kisses on the side of your mom's cheeks or on your cheeks, Kim, those go across time and space, and I will cherish them forever, to ice skating in Chicago, to the fact that, we had a big friend dinner in New York when you were living there and I came to visit. And it was such a fun celebratory night. And we had the best kale salad. And your mom and I tasted it out, and I still make that kale salad to this day. I just feel like taking and making the little things fun and memorable are things that I will take with me and I deeply appreciate about her. And I think the other piece about remembering you're the parent, I don't really know what to think about that, because I think one of the greatest gifts Judy gave to me was a relationship with an adult that was not my mother, that was not in the typical archetype of mother-daughter. And I feel grateful that she brought together our mother-daughter group so that I could get to know my mom in a new kind of way and see Donna and Judy as just like interesting, independent, thoughtful women with hopes and dreams and frustration and triumphs. And I feel like I learned a lot from that, and I feel very grateful. And I think I must have met her when you were already grown, Kim, so that she didn't have to act like a mother. So in any case, I feel like she is special, special, special to the ends of this earth. And I'm really grateful that she was in our lives, and that Kim and Greg, we have you and your families in our lives. So she does live on. I'm sending you guys a great big hug, lots of love, and I can't wait to wrap my arms around
Judy
you.
Johnson are when we would go out to eat all together and enjoy good food and wine and each other's company. I love how much she enjoyed a good meal with friends and family. And she impacted my life in a huge way by giving birth to my amazing friend Kim. And whenever she would come to visit, Judy's light and positivity was always super inspiring. Her zest for life, her love of good food, her love of travel, her I can do anything attitude. I always found it super inspiring.
Hi, Kim and Greg. I am happy to be sending this tribute to you for your mom, and at the same time very sad to be doing it. We are all going to miss her so much. She has been just an amazing part of my life. I remember when Rachel was married, we were sitting together, and the idea of mother-daughter weekends were sort of hatched. And since then, we have had wonderful times together. It hasn't mattered whether we have been, where we've been, what we've been doing, maybe having a glass of wine, maybe having some kind of dinner together or lunch or whatever, talking about a book, talking about kids, talking about things that are going on in our lives, anything. It really amounted to anything and everything. And after our mother-daughter weekends, I always walked away energized. I felt like I had had a shot in the arm that would keep me going for, a good long time. So it was always positive, and I valued those weekends so much. And recently, Donna and I and Judy figured out that we could do telephone conversations together, and they were good too. Your mom was such a free spirit, and each one of us so different in our own rights, but yet everybody brought something to the table, and it was just good, growth producing. And I hope that we're able to continue these even without her, because she will always be with us in spirit. And I hope when the old folks are gone, that you will be able to continue with your daughters and keep this tradition going, because I think it is really nice. I view Karn as my child, but through these weekends, I also learned to view her as more of an independent thinker, a person in her own right. It's different when you're not within your family setting, And it really brings out some wonderful characteristics and new thoughts. So I really, really treasure those times, and I hope we'll have more, even though we'll miss Judy terribly. And I think back to her when we went to New York and we stopped at Omega to see her. I saw her so proud of what she was doing, so happy. It was raining. She showed us her tent and all of her things carefully put away and stashed just so, and her living space and all of the rest of it, and it was wonderful. She was able to take on many different situations and be good with them. We could all learn a lot from her in that respect, and I value that. I value so many memories. Oh my goodness. I will treasure them always. And you're lucky to have had her as a mom. And I wish you the very best. I wish you peace and comfort and wonderful memories. So take care. Love you. Bye-bye.
My favorite memories of Judy are always around conversation. So she and I managed to, both together without others, but also accompanied by Karn and Kim, managed to just find ourselves out at restaurants, at bars, and having great conversations that were always full of laughs and effervescent, and never a dull moment, and never a pause or a need to really think about what to say next. It just flowed with her, and I always looked forward to the next time. So, yeah. I miss her.
Hi, Greg and Kim. It's me. I'm so glad that I get a chance to be able to talk to you guys about your mom. When I think about your mom, I just am amazed at all the many decades now that I've known Judy and how special that is. And when I was reflecting, I was thinking especially about the milestones that she's been a part of for my life and how grateful I am for that. So I think about knowing her in college, going ice skating with her, visiting her in Chicago. I think about graduation from Madison. And I also think about how I got to see Judy during my second semester of being pregnant with Flora, and getting to stay with her, and us talking about health and workouts and vitamins and pregnancy and first kids and all of these lovely things that were really special to be able to share with your mom, and also to have Joey be a part of that too. So I think about how she was at that milestone of my life, and then how she's even come to Flora's birthday party, how we've continued mother and daughter weekends, so many of them over the years, and she was even at her wedding. So there's just many life occasions that your mom has been able to make the time and space for in my life, that I will always remember her being around for. And I also just want to say that your mom is amazing and has shown both of you how to be very independent, confident, fierce, loving human beings, and that you embody all those things of her, and you live it every day. And I am so proud of you, Kim, that you are my best friend, and Greg, and being such a beautiful support person to Kim, and how much you will all both continue to embody your mom. So I love you guys. Thanks for letting me share some of my thoughts about your mom. I will miss her, and I'm grateful to have you in my lives. plenty of pain.
Each and every one of us with her joy, enthusiasm, and love. I found her a strong woman, an adventurous woman, an optimistic woman, and each time I saw her, I left her with a new insights and a new outlook on life. I have never met another woman like Judy. I am forever grateful that I did.